Hi guys, in this video we are going to work with cubic function graph interpretation. Yes, when we left our videos on calculus, we were on drawing a cubic function. If you have missed that video, kindly go and search for it. It's in our series of video of calculus or in our playlist, right? If you're new to this channel, what are you waiting for? Let's do the right thing. Kindly subscribe. You only subscribe once. Thank you in advance. We may begin our lesson, right? In today's video, we are going to look at case one. When you're given in case one, let's say in a cubic function, you're given 3x-intercept, right? Consider this. The graph shown below has an equation y is equals to 2x cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. So the first question here requires us to determine the value of b, c, and d. If the graph has x-intercept at -1, as we can see from here, -1, 1, and 2. Right. So when you are given the x-intercept, this is what you should do. You will write the formula y is equals to a x1 as well as x2 as well as x3. Okay. So this is what, remember, we're working with graph interpretation. So there are three missing values is b, it's going to be c, and d. Right. Okay, let's go. Let's place the first one. The first one is -1. So when you put negative and negative, it becomes plus. The second one is positive, then it will become x minus 1. Similarly, the third one will be -2. What is interesting here, we are given a. A is 2, in other words. So we place 2 here. What we could do, it's simplifying this. We can see these are the factors of a different squares. What we could do, factors of different squares, x squared minus 1 squared, or x squared minus 1. So what we could do, we'll just say x times x, that will be x squared. 1 times -1, that will be -1. Okay? And x minus 2. So let's work out the bracket first. So x squared multiplied by x, it's going to be x cubed. X multiplied by 1 is going to be minus x. -2 times x cubed is going to be minus 2x cubed. Okay, let's go. What are we left with? Okay, I said x squared times this will be this, and this will be this. Okay, so we are having x cubed. We're having minus x minus 2x cubed. Let's see what are we left with. We said x squared times x is going to be x cubed. Then -1 times x is negative x. Then -2 is going to be that. Right. So let's see. Another way we could do it is, or you can use a distributive law. You could just say, remember we have x squared minus x minus 1 and x minus 2. You could say 2. Okay, let me just say, put the bigger brackets here. We could say x squared multiplied by x minus 2 minus 1. Okay, remember that this multiplies everything and this multiplies everything. So we are going to have x minus 2. So from here, then we put bigger brackets. So we could work it out like this. We could have x squared times this is going to be x cubed. X squared minus it's going to be minus 2x squared. This is going to be minus x, and negative is going to be plus 2. So when we simplify further, we are going to have 2x cubed minus 4x squared minus 2x plus 4. Okay, this is what we are going to have using a distributive property. When you use a distributive property, so in other words, our a will be 2, our b will be -4, our c will be -2. So our d will be +4. Our d is positive 4, but when you write it, you must write it like this. B is equals to negative 4. C is equals to negative 2. D is equals to 4. Okay. Yes, that's what we are supposed to do. Even if you can apply fold method, you're still gonna get the same thing. It's still gonna be the same thing, right? Okay. So we are on our last question there. Our last question, we are required to determine the stationary point. To determine the stationary point is gonna be the derivative dy all over dx, which will be equated to 0. Okay. So when we derive this formula, maybe let's say you're deriving 2x cubed. Let's write this. This is y is equals to 2x cubed minus 4x squared minus 2x plus 4. So when we derive this, it's gonna be 2 times 3 is 6, then minus 2 minus 3 minus 1 is gonna be 6x squared, and this will be 8x minus 2 equated to 0. Okay, so using the differentiation, right? So we can divide both side by 2. So when you divide both side by 2 to make this, remember we must make this a standard form. So how many times does 2 goes? It goes 3 times. So many times it goes to 8, it goes 4 times. To 2, it goes 1 time. So we're going to have 0. So we can ask ourselves, can we find the factors of 3x squared minus 4x? I guess we cannot. What we could do is using a quadratic formula, because the factors of 1 doesn't satisfy the middle term. So we could use a quadratic formula, x negative b is equals to negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, right? So let's place our things. So our b is going to be minus 4 plus or minus, then we have minus 4 squared. Our a is going to be 3. Sorry for that, due to space here. It's going to be 3. Then our c will be minus 1 divided by divided by 3. So negative and negative will be positive. Sorry for that if you don't see well here. So it's plus or minus root, then 4 squared will be 16, right? Then negative 4 times 3 times negative 1, that's 12. 16 plus 12, that will be 28 in this case. So we are going to have 4 plus minus 28, then divided by 6. So let's see, use your KGFX there. Let's see what are you going to get. When we punched when you punch root 28, remember we're having you're having 4 plus, so what would be root 28? Root 28 is, it's 4 plus 2 root 7 divided by is it what? 6 divided by 6. Don't forget, it's plus or minus. Yes, from here we can end here. So, or we can simplify further if we want to simplify further. But that will be the solution. X is equals to 4 plus 2 root 7 divided by 6. That's how you can work out the first part. As I've stated, guys, it is very important to understand when you have 3 intercept, this is the formula you are going to use in your calculus. Right? Hope this video will help you as you are preparing for your June. Some of you have not written. If you haven't written, this video is also beneficial, even for the other upcoming exams. You're still gonna benefit. Without wasting time, I would like to appreciate all of you guys who keep subscribing and sharing the link. Remember, you only subscribe once, right? Hashtag our 1K subscribers. We are reaching there. We really, really appreciate your support. Let's keep winning and let's keep passing. Yes, it is possible. Nothing is impossible. As long as you put your mind into it, it will be possible. Remember, we love you.